Assalamu alaikum. My name is Yousuf Bashir Qureshi, and after seeing this TED video, I really don't know where to start. Because most of my experiences when I'm asked to come and talk at a forum or in front of guests or students mostly, I usually share my life experiences. So before I start, I will actually, one of my recent past experiences, I had gone to London for, they'd asked me to come and talk to them. But some students had invited me over. So I went, I usually dress like this. A lot of people ask me, so what do you do? And most of the time the answer is, I'm a gardener. And actually that's partly true also, I am a gardener. And so anyways, I go to this, at the immigration lane. And this lady is really staring down at me at the immigration. She just couldn't figure out there's something coming towards her with a lot of fabric, jewelry, jingles, camera, laptops, and just coming towards her. When I reached her, and everyone was telling me, Yousuf, they will stop you, and you will be questioned, and they'll pat you down. And I said, I don't even have a pocket in my dhoti, what will they pat? But this lady came up to me and said, do you need a translator? And I went back to her and I said, yes, I do if you don't understand English. So, and the main thing is you need to believe, you really need to believe in who you are and what you want to do in life. It wasn't an easy task. It really wasn't an easy task. Because a lot of times we do not believe in ourselves because we lie to ourselves. It is very, very hard not to lie to yourself. The environment, the culture, all the billboards, the TV, everything corrupts us. And you know what it corrupts first? It corrupts your heart. So today, I will talk about, I'm asked to talk about fashion, and I think I will sway away from topic to topic, and I'm looking at the timer also, so I have some notes for me to keep me in line. A lot of people ask me, you had such a successful career in the United States, why did you come back? I primarily came back because it was my home. I came back because my best friend was my grandfather. He asked me to come back. And a lot of people, and I thought about it, a lot of people come back to their homelands to die. When it's about time, so let's go home. I just wanted to come here and live, share my experiences, and do whatever I really, really wanted to do and believe in it. When I first came here, I wanted to open a place where I could learn more from other people, not just artists, other people in general, where we could work together in harmony, without any prejudice, without any insecurities. And what I wanted to do was, bring an architect, bring a designer, and have a collaboration. So I started this place called the Commune Artist Colony. It's the first artist commune in Pakistan. It's in Karachi. When I first started, everyone was like, great idea, very far-fetched. And it will take a long time for you to, have something that, and it still is a long ways. And it should be a long way. Your dream should not be something that should be very limited and you could go and, buy it at a car shop. So it took me a long time to convince others, and actually I wasn't even trying to convince anyone else. I actually just wanted to do what I really, really wanted to do and share my experiences with others, so whatever I have learned, I could share with others. And that's how I've been learning. Coming here, again, is a learning experience. Sharing my ideas with you, learning experience. I've been asked to also talk about the challenging times. Challenge to me is like my bum. Follows me everywhere. Wherever I go, it just follows me. And honestly, I mean, if there's no challenge, there's no motivation. I'd rather be dead if there was no challenge that I put forth for myself. And we've been hearing about these challenging times about Pakistan on and on for years and years. When I was born in the 70s, Pakistan's going through some challenging times. Later on, Pakistan's going through some serious challenging times. Then later on, Pakistan was still going through some serious challenging times. Until today, Pakistan's going through serious challenging times. And I think this challenge, we should accept it and not make it a hindrance in our lives, but actually have it as a motivation to actually do what we really, really believe in doing. I dress like this, yet I'm a fashion designer. And people accept me now. Took a while, but everything takes time. The most important thing, again, I say it again and again, you really, really need to have faith in yourself. So if you dissect these challenging times, all times will be challenging. Different challenges come on different people, you know, according to their saqat, what they can absorb. And I think that if we do not accept this challenge, there's no point living. A lot of people live 200 years, not anymore, but still, 100 years. But I want to live thousands of years, and I'm sure all of you should want to live, you know, thousands of years. And yes, you can. We have examples like the Prophet. He's still alive. And that's how we need to make our lives. I mean, do things we believe in, but again, we have to be very, very humble about it. Only God deserves arrogance, and he's still not arrogant. So we really cannot be arrogant about anything. The fashion industry, a lot of people, I was being interviewed once, and they said, what do you think Pakistani fashion has gone in the past 10 years, from here to all the way there? And I said, I don't know, I think it's gone all the way there, but I mean, which direction you're talking about? Because, yes, media, the recent media hype and all this has given, I wouldn't say fashion, but trend hype. So everything that's trendy becomes fashionable. Either it's cutting hair, either it's cooking, nowadays, cooking channels, you know, fashion designing, makeup. But should we follow all these trends, or should we set trends? When people talk about fashion to me, I say, when I looked at my grandfather's photographs, at those times, they were much well-dressed than us, well-versed. They ate better, they spoke better, they looked better. I mean, in Shikarpur, you had 3-story kachi mitti ke, I mean, mud department stores. And I'm talking about, you know, early 1900s. Where are we now? We've become a trend-based society. We really are not understanding and believe. I mean, everyone from the West comes here to get inspired. And we go window shopping to all the other countries so that we can copy their ideas. Our culture is so rich that it has attracted people, not for hundreds of years, for thousands of years. We have a very rich heritage, and we should not forget it. I'm still kind of trying to be in line. My brother's sitting right there, and he's like, make sure I don't go out of line. How fashion can benefit. Every art form, every business, everything can benefit people. It gives job opportunities. It gives a recognition to our country. We have the best people. I tell you, I taught abroad also, and I taught here as well. And I see our students, you know, much more eager to learn, But the problem is with the educators. We need to educate our educators. Not pinpointing at anyone in particular. We all need to grow. And the only way we can grow is once we start sharing, keeping our insecurities on the sides, and work together as one nation. We've tried through politicians, bureaucrats, aristocrats, armies, you name it, religious scholars. They've been extremely successful in keeping us apart. Now, people like yourself, you need to join people together to create the softer boundaries that everyone talks about. That's what we need to do. Every person has been created with a strength. We need to recognize that strength. Then only we will recognize our calling. Once we recognize our calling, then life is very, very simple. It's very eventful, it's very adventurous, and it's great. You really want to live. And when you share these experiences with others, when you share the knowledge of wealth with others, you actually learn more, you grow more, you understand more. We need to start feeling again. We've become very, very smart. The book bags have become larger and larger. We become extremely, extremely knowledgeable. Information is on our fingertips. But you know what's taken away from us? It's the feeling. We don't feel as much. We used to, get a lot of goosebumps before. The stomach used to turn. The heart used to skip a beat. Where'd those feelings go? We don't get heartaches anymore. We just get headaches. Sad. If you do not believe in the things, and if you don't feel for them, the thought process helps. I'm not against the mind. Mind makes us ashraful makhlukat, kings of kings. But it has to be in sync with the heart. What has happened? How do we recharge this thing? Because everything that we do, everything that we eat, everything that we like, is determined by the media. Everything. I ask people, what's your favorite dish? It's like biryani. It's like, great. Can you tell me the spices? Which spices can you taste in it? I'm like, no. Everything is microwavable. We just want something quick, fast. We just want results. We don't enjoy them. We just want to see them. It's such a race. And this race is killing us. And one person can bring about a difference. But together we'll bring about the change. And it's not just my responsibility, it's every person's responsibility here. You know why our counterpart, India, has been so successful in doing what they're doing today? I don't hate them. They're doing a wonderful job. Since childhood, when we were been watching their movies, it was all about, their nation, their mother, and today everyone talks about it and we believe in it. So what we need to do is we need to recharge our hearts, get in sync with the brain. You can do anything you want to. I'm standing here in front of you who went to school as a food scientist and decided to become a fashion designer and artist. So if I could do it, you all could do it 100 times better than myself. And wherever you go, you'll always be Pakistanis. We should be very, very proud of our nation. And it's about time that we give something back. And when it comes to fashion also, whoever wants to do fashion, please make sure we do something with fashion. The designers live in one world and wait for the wedding seasons so that they can mint their money. And the textile giants go in the other direction, trying to hire designers from abroad. Our schools are training students to make ball gowns. Our designers need to be sitting in the factories. Well, one good example has kind of changed the mindset. I'm really glad. It's almost become a Twar Bazaar now also of that, which is the lawn revolution. When I tell people, you know, I've been doing some lawn prints, they're like, oh, I did not know you were in gardening. So that marriage between the industry and the designer has really, really helped. The designers have realized that without the industry, it is hard for them to survive. And the industry has understood the potential that the designers can make in their industry also. So I wish there are more and more mergers between designers and the factories. I have not seen factories like I've seen factories in Pakistan. You go to factories in Europe, you'll see all kinds of fabrics. Here you see all kinds of like special monkeys and lions and golf courses. And it's I mean, you know, they have their own, you know, jets and helicopters. I've not seen factories like this anywhere in the world. So it's not that they don't have the resources, they don't have the heart. Is my time up? Because I mean, like you told me 15 minutes, it's going to 17:06. I'm sorry. Usually I do interactive sessions when people talk to me and I talk back. So this time just, and after seeing that video, and there are a lot of great guests here, I'm honored to come in the front, first one. So my one thing with you is please, lastly, ek guzarish. Please get your hearts in line, start feeling again, get your goosebumps back, have the heartbeat again. I remember the last time my stomach turned is that when I saw someone. And do not use the words that don't mean anything to you. With that, I think my time's up. Pakistan Zindabad. Assalamu alaikum.